Coming up tonight, Singapore Airlines reports its worst ever annual loss of $4.3 billion as passenger numbers plunge. As Singapore battles more new COVID-19 community cases, there is one number we need to watch very closely. And something to look out for in the not-too-distant future, a smartphone camera that more accurately depicts skin tone. This is the Straits Times Newsnight. Good evening, I'm Chao Suen. Singapore Airlines has reported its worst ever loss of $4.3 billion after what it calls the toughest year in its history. The numbers are staggering, but not entirely surprising. Passenger traffic plunged 97.9% due to global restrictions on international travel, although strong cargo revenues helped to cushion the drop in passenger numbers. SIA says it will issue additional convertible bonds to raise approximately $6.2 billion in order to strengthen its liquidity position. Looking ahead, SIA expects passenger capacity to be around 32% of pre-COVID levels by July. But even though mass vaccination exercises are underway in most of its major markets, SIA says the outlook for the global airline industry remains uncertain. And also tonight, potential diplomatic crisis averted, and on Twitter no less. This morning, social media bore witness as India and Singapore clarified this hot-button issue, the alleged Singapore COVID-19 variant. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal tweeted in Hindi yesterday, calling for a halt to flights from Singapore, claiming that a new Singapore variant was extremely dangerous for children. The tweet, which went viral, angered many online, particularly as the strain prevalent in many of the COVID-19 cases in Singapore in recent weeks is the B1617.2 variant, which originated from India. Biting back on Twitter, Singapore's Foreign Minister Vivian Balakrishnan responded, "Politicians should stick to facts. There is no Singapore variant." At the same time, the ministry issued a statement saying it's disappointed that a prominent political figure had failed to ascertain the facts before making such claims. MFA met the High Commissioner of India this morning to express these concerns. Responding to Dr. Balakrishnan, India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar denounced Mr. Kejriwal's comments, calling them irresponsible. Dr. Jaishankar stressed Delhi's Chief Minister does not speak for India. Dr. Balakrishnan tweeted back, "Thanks, Dr. S. Jaishankar. Let's focus on resolving this situation in our respective countries and helping one another." Crisis averted. Now turning to the latest COVID numbers. 34 new cases in the community today, including 4 that are currently unlinked. The other 30 are linked to previous patients. Among them, 28 were already quarantined. According to one expert, daily infections in the community are expected to remain high in the coming days. But the one figure to watch very closely is the number of unlinked cases.
Today is 4 cases. That is good news, much better than what we have seen in the past few days. If the number of unlinked cases remain high, that is worrying because our protocols will not be able to keep pace with the outbreaks in the community, and that's a sign that we may need to tighten our restrictions even further. But I think, as the ministers have mentioned, we will need some time to see whether our current enhanced restrictions will already be capable of breaking the transmission chain, and I certainly hope they will. Today, we have 4 unlinked cases, and I hope this trend continues to go downwards over the next few days.
Now, in a word of warning from the authorities, parks will temporarily close access to outdoor areas such as parks, beaches and shelters when they get too crowded. This comes after 9 people were fined for gathering in groups of more than 2 in parks and beaches on the first day of heightened measures on Sunday. NParks said these areas will be reopened when they are less crowded. Now, if you are heading to a park, do check the NParks portal for the latest updates on visitorship levels. Now here's an eye-popping number for you. The certificate of entitlement for motorcycles has hit an all-time high of $8,701. Observers telling ST that some dealerships may be stockpiling COEs in anticipation of a spike in demand for delivery services should the country go into another circuit breaker and COE bidding is suspended. And get this, the cost of that COE is more than the price of most smaller bikes. Also today, this Eng's Wantan Noodle outlet at 287 Tanjong Katong Road remains shut as authorities investigate an incident of gastroenteritis. 13 people fell ill after eating there between last Friday and Sunday, although no one was hospitalized. Now let's take a look at what's been trending on social media. And today it's all about food. If you're looking to grab a quick bite in between meetings while working from home these days, how about an Impossible Burger? You can find the popular plant-based Impossible Burger in over 300 7-Eleven convenience stores island-wide from May 26. Served ready to eat, it can be warmed up in under a minute and will be priced at $5.90. I can't wait to grab one. And with food delivery orders expected to spike in the next few weeks, Grab Singapore will pilot a robot runner service at Paya Lebar Quarter Mall in the second week of June. The robot runner will help to consolidate orders across 35 restaurants and merchants, up to over 250 orders per day. Grab will review the month-long pilot before expanding the service to other locations. And today, more businesses have announced closures, including food court operator Food Republic. It has announced that it will stop operations at its capital outlet, but did not indicate when or why it was shutting those doors. Food Republic said in its Facebook post that nearby Suntec City outlet will remain open. And Google I/O is back. After last year's keynote was cancelled, with the tech giant making multiple major hardware and software announcements, many features leaning towards AI and machine learning. From 3D video conferencing to software to help catch the use of gendered terms, there are so many exciting releases coming up. But the ones I am most excited for include AI-curated albums, similar to Memories on Apple or Facebook, but with a crucial twist. Users can control which photos they do or don't see by removing specific images, people or time periods. Never be reminded of that pesky X again. And another cool feature, Google AI to help identify skin conditions, a tool that uses artificial intelligence to help spot skin, hair and nail conditions based on images uploaded by patients. And most exciting of all, a more inclusive camera. A smartphone camera that more accurately depicts skin tone. Google said, for people of color, photography has not always seen us as we want to be seen, even in some of our own Google products. And that wraps up the Straits Times Newsnight. Do visit straitstimes.com to see more news and videos. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel by hitting the button below. Keep safe and we'll see you tomorrow.